ઓકે મિત્રો, આજે આપણે કીવર્ડ્સ કરીશું. તો કીવર્ડ્સની કેટલી મહત્ત્વ છે આપણે બધાને ખબર છે. કીવર્ડ્સ એટલે નથિંગ બટ ઇટ્સ એનાલિસિસ. ઓકે, તો કીવર્ડ્સ આપણા માટે બહુ મહત્ત્વના છે અને આપણે એ બધા આજે કરી નાખશું. ઓકે, શરૂઆત કરીએ. કલ્ચર અને હિસ્ટ્રી માટે તો બેલેન્સ્ડ અને જ્યુડિશિયસ પરસેપ્શન ઓફ ઇન્ડિયન ફ્રીડમ સ્ટ્રગલ. ઓકે, વી મસ્ટ હેવ અ બેલેન્સ્ડ એન્ડ જ્યુડિશિયસ પરસેપ્શન ઓફ ઇન્ડિયન ફ્રીડમ સ્ટ્રગલ. ઓકે, હરપ્પા reached its peak and then vanished from the ages of history or strands of the history. Okay, non-alignment was classic example is Ashoka. Chola Act East policy, golden era of Dravidian architecture. Sun never sets for the empire. Indian independence marks the beginning of the end of the British Empire. Okay, heritage of national importance, you can say for any culture. Okay, two axes of cultural heritage and Sangam and Varanasi. Can we say that? What do we say? Two axes of cultural heritage, cultural relic of bygone era. You can say for lost arts. Indus Valley is a cradle of civilizations. Yes. Talking about art, cultural religious importance, religious dominance. Yes. Code of conduct and ethics. Invocation of emotions such as fear, love, compassion, anger. For example, Kantara. Innovation, yes, means to achieve salvation. These are the cultural religious significance of any art. Social relevance, multi-diverse regional influence. Prevalence of court and popular art shows the people's prosperity and interest. Continuity and change. Yes, spread of philosophy. You can say from the example of, you can take the example of Modhera Sun Temple, wherein the sculptures on the wall, on the pillars of the temple are made up of. They depict the incidents of Ramayana. Okay, patriarchal such as Dasi Pratha in Tamil Nadu, especially in the regions of South India. Materialistic and spiritualistic, assimilation and accommodative, a secular outlook in some of the temples. Yes, artistic expression, sharp curves, intricate ornamentation, artistic excellence of time. Science and technology in metal casting, for an example. Lost wax technique is a good example of use of science and technology. Highly lustrous finish. Yes. Economical influenced by occupation, agriculture based economy. Okay, Bihu, Bhimbetka. Medium of exchange, economic. Yes. Environmental based on locally available material, emphasis on natural elements. Political administrative, symbol of power, administrative ordeals through pillars. Okay, architecture, development of faith, reverence of epics, sacred books, physical space where people can get together and pray. Social science such as position of women, bind people together, social cohesion, social control, moral and ethical standards. Okay, materialistic and spiritualistic depiction of lifestyle. Economical, charitable work, center of trade and commerce, source of irrigation. Environmental and health, preservation of species, emphasis on natural elements like sun, animal, plant, love, compassion, sustainable living, symbiotic relationship with animals. Okay, economic role of animals like trade, transport, travel, and pastoral services. Political, administrative, legitimacy, dominance of priestly class, divine authority. Architectural, intricate carving, artistic excellence, grandiose structures, elements of science, multi-diverse, assimilative and accommodative, staged development, continuity and change, among others. Okay, talking about relevance of any literature, the social relevance, historical archive, caste, position of women, religious tolerance, food habits, spiritualistic and materialistic. Okay, cultural and religious, so sense of identity, development of science, economical, agrarian and trade, political, administrative, chronology of kings and kingdoms. Okay, literary excellence, promotion of regional languages, development of new language, spirit of age, Gupta, for instance. Okay, so this is for especially for the Indian culture portion, Indian and Gujarat culture. Okay, economy, you can see 4C for payment, that is competition, cost, convenience, confidence. So you can use such 4C's, 4E, 4D. Okay, 6E for development, economy, efficiency, effectiveness, equity, empowerment, and environment. Okay, current economic policies have widened the gap between India and Bharat. Yes. Cascading and interlinked crises such as COVID-19, climate change, conflict, women's subjugation. They are all cascading and interlinked crisis. Okay, macroprudential regulation of economy. Yes, institutional credit availability, reducing regional disparity, regional integration with global supply chain way forward, technology absorption and deploying smart banking system. Yes, long-term integrated perspective plan, counter cyclical roles. Okay, big financial management system, one-stop solution, mission mode project, smart system that is simplified, mission-oriented, accountable, responsive, and transparent. Okay, other enabled payment system, National Payment Corporation of India, other enabled payment system. Okay, world skill capital, mindless destructible consumption. Okay, mind to market, handout induced inflation, make India a digital talent stake. Yes, skill wallet, skill passport, digital finfluence. Okay, 3D advantages of India, that is democracy, demography, and demand. Yes, three big ticket reforms, sunset clause on incentives. Okay, late convergence role, low equilibrium trap, low income trap, middle income trap, premature deindustrialization, Pura, that is providing urban amenities in rural regions. Okay, corporate governance is equal to corporate social responsibility, corporate environment responsibility, and corporate ethical responsibility. Okay, conspicuous spending can increase. Okay, inequality is the relative measure of poverty. Okay, planned obsolescence, that is devices are designed to specifically last a limited amount of time and to be replaced. Okay, cooperative build a better world. Okay, પછી barbell strategy, worst case scenario. Okay, leave this anymore, we did not read this. Agile approach that uses feedback loop. Okay, agile approach that uses feedback loop. Okay, feedback loop based policy making through high frequency indicators such as GST data. Okay, fulcrum of future, paradigm shift, e-waste in urban mines. Okay, for agriculture, global agri-food system are both a cause and victim of climate change. Okay, from here on we'll begin again. Okay, so from agriculture, we have the global agri-food system are both a cause and the victim of the climate change. Okay, federal institutions in agriculture, we need farm to fiber, fiber to fabric, fabric to fashion, and fashion to foreign. Okay, speed for agriculture, shared service, processing, procurement, productivity, education, entrepreneurship, demand, and diversification. So this is speed for agriculture. Okay, 5I, irrigation, investment, infrastructure, insurance, and intensification. Okay, 5I. 5S, food, feed, fiber, fuel, fine chemicals. Okay, current agriculture scenario is challenged by the needs to build in land productivity to water productivity. We need to focus on that. Okay, gleaning is again collecting food left over after harvesting the field. Okay, yeah, water, we need to start water budgeting. Okay, then what is this? Custom hiring center. Yes, agripreneur cluster centers. Okay, custom hiring center, agripreneur cluster approach. Yes, airshed, it's a common area where pollutants don't get dispersed due to geographical and meteorological reasons. Okay, this is called airshed. Pre-procurement audit should be done. National water grid should be implemented. Per water more crop, per drop more crop. Okay, Bake in India is for the food processing industry. Quality come cost based selection of public procurement policy. Okay, quality come cost based selection of public procurement policy. Okay, digital opium, digital drug, digital addiction, digital de-addiction centers in Kerala. Okay, so you can see that digital too is increasing. 3F, that is fuel, food, and fertilizer subsidies. We need to focus on this to try to reduce them. Environment and disaster, 3R, that is rescue, relief, and rehabilitation. What is the way forward or the course of action? Vulnerability assessment, hazard zonation, drafting and developing early warning system, safety culture, psychological care, harness technology, mitigation and adaptation, low emission and climate resilient development, capacity building, awareness program, or social media outreach. Okay, 6 R's, that is reduce, reuse, recycle, redesign, remanufacture, and refurbish. 5I for the global sustainable development, that is inclusiveness, indigenization, innovation, investment, infrastructure, and international cooperation. Okay, 5I, that is inclusiveness, indigenization, innovation, investment in infrastructure, and international cooperation. Low emission and climate resilient development, yes. Geographical information based planning, sustained long term monitoring, sharing of data, information, and knowledge, and improved context specific forecast. Spatial scale and planning horizon, yes. Corporate environment responsibility, yes. Biomass co-firing, adding biomass as a partial substitute fuel in the high efficiency coal boilers. Okay. Ecological fiscal transfer. The 14th Finance Commission has said it added 4.7%. Currently, it is at 10% for the forest cover. Okay, heat wave droughts are called the silent disasters. Okay, nature and carbon positive cities. Yes, evidence evidence informed based risk based approach in dealing with new variants. Okay, environmental apartheid should end. Climate justice, INDC, moving from flood management to flood governance. 3G of sustainable production, good for you, good for planet, and good for producers. Yes, 3G. Climate refugees, yes. Intergenerational justice, for sustainable development, you can use this term. Next generation climate resilient infrastructure, pro planet people, 3P, yes. Sustainable finance group, triple planetary crisis of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. Okay, so you can use such terms. World on highway of climate health, yes. Science and technology, technology driven solution, yes. Research, design, develop, and demonstrate. Okay, then we have IPPP, that is innovate, patent, produce, and prosper. Okay, scientific social responsibility, yes. Science citation index for IPR, making the best use of technology. Science education must include pedagogical input to develop scientific and social temper. Okay, and disruptive, path breaking, groundbreaking, and breakthroughs. Okay, best in class, global standard, culture of innovation, e- EI and AI. Okay, emotional and ethical AI. Yes, AI. Application of science and technology in food security, agriculture, health, education, climate change, disaster, urban management, policy, public service excellence, traffic management, among others. Okay, you can think of syllabus. For science and technology criticism, low research and development, intellectual property rights, Section 3D and 84, we need to check. Lack of marketization, public awareness is limited, less lucrative, brain drain, lack of adequate data, infrastructure, profession and course are not available, regulatory authorities bill is pending, ethical, example GM crops, gene editing, environmental issues, pollution, deforestation, extraction. Okay. Political, example social media to manipulate voting behavior, US elections, Cambridge Analytica. Okay, social, that is mob lynching, intolerance, blue whale challenge, industry, urbanization, transportation of family values, individualism and communitarianism, rural urban divide, women issues. Okay, economical issues, jobless, inequality between haves and have nots. Okay, what could be the way forward? Increase investment, collaborative between academician, industry, and government, funding mechanism, strategic roadmap, ecosystem innovation, extending reach, one nation, one subscription of premium magazines, increased sensitization of this law, especially in the MSME and the informal sector. Okay, talking about internal security, we have the food patrolling, or the beetroot policing, community policing, disproportionate and unwarranted use of force, unwarranted invasion into the privacy. Okay, CDS is not required. Warrior culture, killing for fun, army and AFSPA regions. Okay, gross negligence of duty and misuse of power, over the ground workers, golden triangle and golden crescent, epicenter of terrorism and hotbed for terrorism. A healthy economy is perhaps the only true guarantor of law and order. Okay, so society, we need to heal heart and mind, mob frenziness, forging synergy between various stakeholders and creating an enabling environment conducive for social change. Social legislation, law that seeks to promote the common good generally by protecting and assisting the weaker members of the society. Social sanction such as corruption, ethics, caste, patriarchy. Okay. Laptop to create, iPad to create, phone to communicate is the recipe to stay focused. Okay. We have protein inflation, for collective conscience of the nation. In case of women violence, we can use such terms. Women suffer from womb to tomb. Okay, like કોક થી કબર સુધી એ લોકો સફર કરે છે. Post truth, yes. Vicious cycle of poverty to virtuous cycle of empowerment, yes. ગરીબનું ઝેરીલું ચક્રથી સશક્તિકરણનું સદગુણી ચક્ર. ઓકે. Social capital, સામાજિક પૂંજી. ઓકે. Sprinklerization of job, invisible unpaid work, dual burden. Okay. Intergenerational cycle of poverty, ગરીબીનું આંતરપીઢીય ચક્ર. ગુજરાતીમાં ન્યુટ્રિશનલ મેપિંગ, ફ્રોમ ક્રેડલ ટુ ગ્રેવ, વેલફેર સ્ટેટ રોલ, લાઈફ સાયકલ એનાલિસિસ. ઓકે. Elderly burden to longevity dividend. Okay, gated community, cultural ambassador to brain drain. Okay, bridging learning deficiency. स्वस्थ कुपोषण मुक्त शिक्षित सशक्त भारत. Okay, we need to remove the historical injustice, Snapchat dysphoria, young patients wanting surgery to look perfect. Okay, surveillance capitalism, internet lynch mobs. We have gone from information age to disinformation age. Need for ethical designs of tech products. If you are not paying for the product, you are the product. Advisors are the consumers and you are the product. Okay. But what is the product? It is the gradual shift and imperceptible change in your own behavior, and perception is the product. Okay. 3 goals for company: engagement, growth, and advertising goals. Okay. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Arthur Clarke. Okay, you can use such quotes for technology. Addiction and manipulation based technology environment. Okay, social approval. We are looking for, everybody is looking for social approval, right? Perceived sense of perfection is always unachievable. Attention economy, yes. Technology overwhelming human weaknesses. Political and social polarization. According to an MIT study, fake news on Twitter spread 6 times faster than the true news. Okay, such as corona spreads because of the 5G network. Okay, vaccine hesitancy, climate change is a hoax, Earth is flat. Disinformation for profit model. Okay, today's youth staple food is social media. Destabilize and erode the fabric of the society. Clash of civilization, social media exaggerated the cultural war. Attention extraction model, yes. Time budget, children living in conflict and fragile settings, yes. Social repression, 3E, that is encourage, enable, and empower. We can say for women's, okay, child sexual abuse materials are readily available in the market, so it's very wrong. Polity and governance, MCC Pro for any commissions. I think we have already done this, but still we'll revise it again. MCP Pro, it is for the commissions on SC, ST, OBC, that is monitor, compliant, planning, prepare reports, recommend, and other matters. Okay. Muru is for social audit, that is measure, understand, review, and ultimately look for the benefits of the society. 5A is affordable, accessible, appropriate, accountable, adaptable, to which we have added Ayush and Ayushman Bharat. 6 guiding principles for scheme implementation is ABCD: align, believe, communicate, demonstrate, evaluate, and follow through. 4C, that is CBC, CBI, CAG, and court. Corruption, instead of writing corruption, we need to add red tapeism and bureaucratic hurdles. Unavailability of data is poor and lack in data integrity, data availability, and data incoherence. Lack awareness, that is poor social media outreach and legal rights awareness. Conflict between state and center, that is the federal challenges. Okay, leakages, siphoning of fund, and misappropriation of fund. Lack of transparency and accountability, power without accountability and transparency, weakening of the accountability mechanisms. Okay, lack of skilled labor, do not have access to qualified planning professionals. Silo-centric approach, ambiguity and definition scheme, lack expertise, capacity, skilled manpower, against the principle of national justice, quality and informed lawmaking, protecting free expression while fostering tolerance and civility. Okay, nurture the transdisciplinary leadership, improve equity and quality in education by administering research-based, valid, reliable, efficient, transparent, fair, and international level assessment. Okay, intersectional convergence of programs, foster efficiency and effectiveness in conducting free, fair, transparent, participatory elections worldwide. Okay, evidence-based policy making, foster the spirit of competitive and cooperative federalism. Yes, adequate, secure, and non-lapsable funds, public vigilance. Okay, data as a public good, by the people, for the people, and of the people. Okay, dual morality in politics. Pragmatism is the ethics of politics. Yes, 360-degree profile of individual. Okay, simplification of procedures, incentivizing performance. Okay, red tape reduction. Okay, study now, pay later model in education. Okay, learning poverty. That is, what percentage of 10-year kid who cannot read or understand this simple story. Okay, process driven and professional governance. Okay, Panchayat Raj, from bureaucracy led to development model to people led development model. Okay, Panchayat driven social sector expenditure model. Panchayati Raj, a half baked cake, accelerating mega programs and services. The spirit of autonomy for CBI. So you can use this term for any of the institutions. Okay, from welfare to development to empowerment for women especially. Apathy and lackadaisical attitude of administration is unpardonable. Okay, administrative justice. We can say about PIL misuse, that is 3P: private, political, and publicity. Judicial restraint, bill of national importance, raises social and political consciousness, legally is prescribed and judicially settled parameters. Okay, reformatory justice, decentralization of corruption. Okay, decentralization of corruption. Sarpanch Raj, that is an excess of bureaucrats, sarpanch, and politicians. Bipartisan support of or involving a agreement or cooperation of two political parties that usually oppose each other in policies. Information, education, and communication, that is the IEC material. Adversarial legal system to inquisitorial legal system. Okay, improving public trust, effective leadership at the top. Yes, contribution to the policy failure, overly optimistic expectation, implementation in dispersed government, inadequate collaborative policy making, vagaries of political cycle, archaic rules and laws, cooperative and collaborative federalism. Okay, cooperative and competitive federalism, centralized, confrontational, cooperative, competitive, cooperative, collaborative, creative, constructive, and converging federalism. Okay, decentralization, debureaucratization, delegation, and democratization. 4D. From top down to bottom up approach. Okay, from democracy to substantive democracy, trusted steel frame to rusted steel frame. Principle of subsidiarity, regulatory cholesterol, judicial activism, a tyranny of unelected. From episodic accountability to ongoing accountability. Need for ongoing accountability versus present ad hoc accountability. Crisis of credibility. Yes, administrative ecosystem. Zero tolerance to corruption, among others. So, these are the keywords for quality governance. Okay, ethics. Okay, IR, we have approach for Africa: eradicating poverty, education for children, empower youth, and improve health. Okay, far-sighted national response, strategic caution, cooperation for people, prosperity and peace, territorial integrity, all-weather friend, time-tested friends, natural ally, rule-based, transparent, non-discriminatory, open, free, and inclusive international trade. Difference do not turn into disputes. reaping the benefits of multilateralism, okay, intensifying cooperation and coordination, simultaneous emergence of India and China, unethical rise of China, strategic guidance to respective military, sharing the knowledge and best practices. The 21st century world order marked by so-called collision of convenience. More free trade in service, that is setting up commercial presence in consumer countries. Okay, partnership for prosperity. Then we have para diplomacy, when central government involves state government in foreign policy formulations. Okay, renewed intensity of high-level bilateral engagement, sense of cautious optimism, idea of shared value of democracy, rule of law, religious freedom. Okay, and India and US share widens the diplomatic footprint. Okay, deterrence, rehabilitation, and restoration, contemporary discourse. Okay, eyeball to eyeball, independent, sovereign, democratic, pluralistic, inclusive Afghanistan, a global strategic chessboard, anchored aircraft carrier, that is Andaman Nicobar and Lakshadweep, 21st century as Asia century, 3C, that is commerce, connectivity, and culture, Indo-Asia, yes, building strategic trust and win-win cooperation in the region. Borderless world, that is globalization. Globalization with human face. Energy as a geopolitical strategy. Enlightened self interest. Terrorism and talks cannot go together. Space and satellite diplomacy. Strategic backyard, zone of peace. Strategic silence. Shifting alliance, keep your options open. Okay. A rightful place at the international high tables. Quad, a democratic security diamond. India, a multipolar world, multipolar Asia. India has overcome the hesitation of the past. India is unable to manage its own periphery. Okay, shared destiny. India and USA has a shared destiny. Inch towards miles. That is Indo-China towards millennium of exceptional synergy for future of Indo-China relations. A multi-alignment based strategic autonomy, protecting our own national interest by aligning with different countries. We have nuclear apartheid. Big brother early attitude, interventionist big brother with hegemonic design. Clash of civilization, last mile challenge, eyeball to eyeball confrontation, chip diplomacy or tech cold power among others. Okay, so these are the good keywords for IR. Let's look at some of the good conclusions. By Sankalp of all we can achieve Siddhi in Amrit Kal. Okay. Democracy is the answer to India's diversity. Okay. Governance characterized by reforms with intent, perform with integrity, and transform with intensity. Okay, strength strategy, spirituality, tradition, trade, technology, relationship, environment, entertainment, nature conservation, games, tourism, and health, healing. Okay, strength strategy. Panchashil to Panchamrit. Okay, Samvad, Santi, Samruddhi, Suraksha, Sahbhagita, Sahakar, Sahanshilta, Sashakt. Okay, so you can use any of this 5S. Okay, Panchil to Panchamrit. The crisis of the world facing today teaches us that the way forward is Atmanirbhar Bharat. Kartavya Kal, proud flag bearer of Atmanirbhar Bharat. When India is going through a demographical and structural transition, then SO is the need of the hour. Then something, okay, whatever. Tri Shakti of aspiration, renaissance, and the world expectation. 5 pledges of 2047 has been that having developed nation, removing the signs of servility, pride in heritage, unity, and fulfilling our duties. Okay, a $5 trillion economy now, it's not need of the hour. Minimum governance, maximum governance. Okay, per drop more crop, अंत्योदय से सर्वोदय, हर नल को जल, हार्ट टू हार्ट कनेक्शन, अमृत काल, आज़ादी का अमृतोत्सव. ओके, जल आंदोलन थ्रू जन भागीदारी, सर्वधर्म संभाव, सत्यमेव जयते, अतिथि देवो भव, वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, डीड्स मस्ट फॉलो वर्ड्स एज नून फॉलोज डाउन, विश्व गुरु बाय 2047. ઓકે, પડકારો અમને હંફાવી ના શક્યા, અમે પરિશ્રમથી પ્રગતિની કેડી કંઢારી છે, કર્મયોગથી લોકસેવા કરી કરીને અમે અમૃતકાળની વાટ પકડી છે. હવે અમે અમૃતકાળની વાટ પકડી છે. Way forward, specialized supervisory and regulatory cadre, fast track courts, speedy trial, parliamentary standing committee, federal institutions, All India services, institutional mechanism backed by strong political will, integrated approach, implementing, that is upholding international standard and enforcing women legislation, walk the talk. When falsehood gets upper hand, truth recedes. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Shortcuts will cut you short. Okay. Organized, safe, and environmental friendly manner. Okay, converge periodicity, timeliness of data, public access to this data, data integrity, and data quality. Institution mechanism, universal applicability, scientific temperament, critical thinking, intellectual curiosity, ethical reasoning. Okay, red carpet for ethical governance, Poomer for emotional intelligence. We have perceive, understand, manage, and respond. In this red carpet, responsive, ethical, dedicated, compassionate, okay, accountable. You can think of anything. Participatory, uh, you know, reasonable, emotionally intelligent, and transparent. Okay. Courage to bite bullet, information asymmetry, dynamic and demand-driven information, memorandum of procedures, yes, hub and spoke model, modern and future-ready legal framework, macro planning and micro implementation, multiplicity of scheme, duplication of efforts, coordination, delay, cost overrun, long gestation period, inadequate fund, import dependency, low research, one size fit for all, ghost beneficiary, error of inclusion and exclusion, over centralization, planning issue, yes, expensive, X not included, efforts are limited, narrow ways, mass participation is limited, poor infrastructure, under staff, or there is a vacancy or manpower, lack manpower, less lucrative, conflict of interest, top down approach. So these are the criticisms. Imagine and the entire analysis of your Excel paper is here. So this could be her, whatever you is going to write in the essay, you are going to write in any of your GS answers is this. The reason why you understand that why GS questions have, people get the range of answer, the range of marks in GS is very limited. You cannot score very high in GS because everybody has such keywords. You can use such keywords, so everybody would be getting an average marks. Okay. Yes. Thank you.